Cadell. Dr. Cadell, welcome to the Let's Talk Success Show.
Thank you, LaSalle. Let's talk success.
Wow. Okay, great. Now, what we have here, we're calling this particular segment, of course, Steps to Everlasting Love, and I thought it would only coincide with your new monologue, 12 Steps to Everlasting Love. And I want to go do a summary of the four main topics in our discussion. Of course, one having to do with healing, and then, of course, one's value,
Right.
and, of course, finding everlasting love, and then also keeping everlasting love.
Good, yes.
So first and foremost, Dr. Adele, I'd like you to talk about healing and where that needs to come from, why do people need to heal, and how is that all a part of relationship building?
Well, we all need to heal ourselves during the time that we grow, from the beginning all the way to the end of our lives. Because every single person on this planet has been hurt and pained in some way, either by themselves or by other people.
Mm-hmm.
Not always deliberately.
Mm-hmm.
But if we don't learn how to heal ourselves, then our wounds will stay open and we won't be able to attract loving people into our lives.
Okay, wounds will be opened. Okay, now what type of wounds are you talking about, Dr. Cadell?
I'll give you an example. Can you recall a time in your life when you were young when somebody said something to you that hurt you, that offended you, something that is still in your mind's eye? Perhaps they insulted you.
Well, I have, of course, absolute recall. And yes, there were those experiences, Dr. Cadell, and even for me, of course, as a, being in the personal growth and development industry for over 20 years, it has been kind of like an everyday thing in one form or fashion, right? So therefore, I only put it upon myself to kind of toughen the skin a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And certain types of commentary for myself, it's like water running off a duck's back. Although I know for the general populace, and a lot of times, this is one of the reasons why we say, let's talk success, because we are attempting to bring forth a protocol and a media that will assist people in interacting with one another in a positive, progressive way. So therefore, one is not as open for those lampoons or those things that, of course, create emotional discord or anxiety, as people do, sometimes unknowingly, but sometimes it's premeditated too. And also, what I'd like you to further expound on, interpolate and extrapolate with fluidity, please.
Okay.
On the fact that, okay, when people experience these wounds, and they're going to continue to experience them, Dr. Cadell, what are some of the things that they should be thinking about as they are experiencing the impact of something that, they feel has brought hurt to them?
Well, first of all, you can turn every negative into a positive.
Okay.
So let's give an example. A very common thing that people hear when they're young, and when they're older sometimes, is somebody telling them that they are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the most damaging comments someone can say. And quite often they will fail at everything because they fear they are stupid. And they don't even want to try.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing you can do to empower yourself is to go back in your mind's eye. Let's say you were 10 years old and a parent said that to you. And using the knowledge that you have today is to go back and create closure.
Okay.
By saying to yourself, you know what, if I was 10 years old today and I had the knowledge, I would say to my father, I'm not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't say that to me because that really hurts me. And I'm going to prove to you that I'm worth loving. I'm going to prove to you that I'm smart. And I'm going to make something of myself. And after doing that, you have to forgive the person who said that to you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm glad you brought that up.